What's up YouTube, Lex DeVille here, and today we are going to talk about freelancing, surprise, surprise, and Upwork too. We're going to talk a little bit about Upwork and about these free connects that I'm getting with my new proposal approach. Oh, did I just say that? Oh my gosh. You guys are going to hate me because I said I wasn't freelancing anymore and then I got sucked back in. But if that's something you want to talk about, stick around. Hey minions, if you're new to the channel and you like what I have to say, then be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Only do this if you like what I have to say and if you want to hear more about freelancing, entrepreneurship, and personal world domination. For those who don't know me, I'm Lex DeVille, and on this channel we help people escape corporate prison and build a freelance empire. And we talk a lot about Upwork and freelancing and freelance writing sometimes, I guess, and some things like that. And some strange things have happened recently, but if you are new and if you want to talk about freelancing on anywhere, Upwork or elsewhere, then you might want to go down, consider subscribing, click the notification bell so you never miss a video. And yeah, weird things have happened. First weird thing that happened was I said I don't want to talk about freelancing anymore, and so I created a separate channel, which I'm still going to use that channel. We're going to put copywriting stuff over there. Haven't told anyone that yet. In fact, you're the first to know. In fact, if you were the first person to watch this video, you are the absolute very first person to know. Didn't even say that in my Discord chat server. And if you want to get into the Discord chat server, it's down in the description. So, other channel is for copywriting now, and this channel is still going to be for freelancing. And I said I wasn't going to do any more freelancing, but then I got this little bug, this little itch inside of me. I was like, man, my daughter is now like 3.5 years old, and I've got a lot of headspace freed up. I'm not in this depression anymore. I'm not in this state of mental fog. I was making big bucks with copywriting and stuff like that, and it was a lot of fun, and with coaching too. And maybe I want to get back into some of those things and just do the things that I'm really good at and that I actually enjoy whenever I get into that space. So I thought I'd give it a shot and try it out and see where it goes. And what happened was pretty mind-blowing. I mean, it's been about maybe a year since I took on any freelance projects, and maybe 2 years since I was actually like actively really no bullshit freelancing and coaching and all of those things. So I went out with some new skills, tactics, ideas, strategies. I mean, it's been a while. In that 2 years, I went and got a master's degree in psychology, and I learned a lot of new stuff. And I brought it here, I applied it, got some results. And I'll show you those on the screen. It's pretty profound. I mean, we're talking like basically every proposal I sent out this month got a client to respond and then move to the interview stage. And most of them I didn't end up working with. I mean, I was just looking for like one client to take on, one really, really good client, and I found them. I found that one client, but I actually took on 2 clients so far, and I'm thinking about maybe taking on some more. Well, probably not, but we'll see. It depends on how things go with my one new favorite client who I really like. I'm really enjoying working with this person. So things that we need to talk about. There are several things that we need to talk about. First of all is this new free connects. So when you're on Upwork, this is a really cool idea. I thought it was a good idea for Upwork to offer this. I thought it's one of the more brilliant decisions they've made recently. If you are the kind of person who is crafting awesome proposals that are getting clients to respond, then you should get free connects. You shouldn't always have to be paying for connects or worrying that you're going to run out. But of course, if you're crafting really good proposals, then you're not going to run out anyway, because it's not going to take that many proposals before you get someone you really like to respond to you. So with mine, I sent out a proposal, I got a response, I replied to it, and then once I replied to that, I got some free connects. I got like 10 connects or something. And then I did it again. And then this time I got 30, and then I did it again and again and again and again and again. And so now I've got like over 100 connects, and that's not even including the 2 gigs that I got invited to today. That I responded to today. So I will also have connects from those. So in total, I don't even know how many connects I have, but I know I started with like 70, and then I spent a bunch of connects, and then I gained a bunch of connects because I got responses to my proposals, and you can see it on the screen, and it's insane. I'm up over 100 now. I think I was at 97, but then I responded to these 2 clients, so that should be 107, 117. So geez, if I send out any more, I'll be up around 200 connects for the month and not knowing what to do with any of them. It's too bad I can't give some of these away, because that would be really helpful to other freelancers, because I just can't take on that much work. There's only so much I can do, and I was just looking for one client so that I could prove that one client could make for a really awesome client if you spent the time to look around and find the exact right client. There's a lot that we can talk about going forward. If I'm going to continue doing this, I think that there's a couple things you need to know. First of all, I am removing my Udemy courses. They are coming down. I'm getting ready to launch a workshop, a credibility workshop that's coming out. Hopefully, let's see, today's the 23rd. I'm looking at 30th. It's going to be cutting it close to get it out by the 31st, but I'd like to launch it by the 31st of this month. So that module is going to be all about leveraging credibility to help you get responses and working through your credibility. Even if you have no credibility at all, you will come away from this workshop with credibility that you can use immediately to help you get client responses. But we're going to find your credibility. You'll come away with at least 2 powerful credibility points if you want that. And so that's going to be launching. You can keep an eye out for that on or around the 31st, maybe at the latest, I would say the 7th, because it might get pretty busy this week I've got a lot going on. Beyond that, so the Udemy courses are coming down. Those of you who have already bought into the Udemy courses, you'll still have access. You get lifetime access through Udemy. That's not going away. But what is going away is the ability to purchase my Udemy courses. So as soon as I launch this one, the workshop, and once that goes out and we've finished up the workshop, my plan is to immediately remove the old Udemy courses, because I don't think they're as effective as they used to be, and I think that I have modified approaches now that work better than the old approaches, way better in fact. My response rate right now is off the charts, and I can only think that the reason that is because I'm applying some new techniques that I wasn't applying before, or some of them that I was applying before, but I didn't realize how important they were for getting clients to respond. So those are 2 things that are happening, and I just wanted you to know that. In addition to that, I am working on replacing my Udemy courses, my freelance courses, my Upwork courses with one single course that is going to be new and better, and it's going to encompass everything that is new that is coming that I can teach you, and in a better way than all the old stuff. So the old stuff's just getting wiped out. It's getting off of Udemy. I'm not selling there anymore, and that really is happening. Beyond that, we're just going to grow this thing. So now that I'm getting back into freelancing for a little bit, we're going to see how it goes. We'll do more copywriting and stuff like that. And then as soon as so I'm setting up right outside the door here. I don't think you can see it. Let me see. There's a table out here, so I don't want to hit the table. I am definitely hitting the table. There's a desk over there, and there's some certificates and my degrees up on the wall and a little round logo thingy there. You probably can't really see that, but that's where I'm going to make some videos going forward so that I don't have to be stuck in this stuffy room all the time. I don't know if you guys saw this behind me. This is something I made. It's just a box on the wall, but it's also a secret. So if you pull off the cover, ba-blam. Don't come in here messing around whenever I'm trying to make a video, because it's going to be a bad day for you burglars. Get back in there. I feel energized, I feel alive, and I don't know what's changed. Something just kind of snapped in my brain, and I'm feeling motivated to show you how to win bigger than ever before. I want people who follow me to win bigger than ever before. I want you to come away with the ability to make more money than you ever made before as a freelancer, and it doesn't have to be as a copywriter, web designer, virtual assistant, whatever the thing is that you are. I want to be able to put out content where I can show you ways that you can get better results. And then if you want to go beyond that, of course, you can go deeper with my training, and hopefully that can help you. But some of the new stuff should be very helpful for you, and some of the old stuff is still really useful too. I'm still using things like UFocus. That still plays a really important role in my proposal process, so know that that hasn't changed. So I think that's pretty much what I had to talk about today. There was one thing I wanted to bring up about, and this is if you're still watching this video, because we're like 9 minutes in, and maybe you just don't want to hear me talk that long. But if you do want to hear me talk that long, picking the right clients is really, really important. If you read a client's job post and you're not sure what they actually want you to do, what they actually would need you to do, don't apply to it. Just skip it. You can make a full-time income from one single client. You can make a very large full-time income from one single client, but you can definitely make a full-time income from one single client. A full-time, ongoing, stable, monthly income, but you have to pick the right people. You have to pick the exact right people. And there's a way to do that, and it involves not only using YouFocus, but being able to leverage your credibility, and it also involves being able to read between the lines with that client's job post and figure out exactly what they need, whether they're a fit for you and your style, whether you match up in terms of what they want versus what you have the skill and capabilities to deliver. So make sure that you're working with the exact right people for you, and that you can actually help them, and that you actually want to help them. Then you're going to win, and you can build up. A single client can be a full-time income for you. So I promise you, it really, really can. But you can't be a scared little bitch. So that's all I got for this episode. Subscribe if you want more of these videos. I will be posting videos again on my other channel. We're just kind of slow. Like, I was starting a thing over there, and then I decided I didn't want to go that route, so I mixed it up a little bit. I dialed it back. I said, okay, I'm going to pause my videos for a second so I can decide how do I move forward with that channel in a way that supports the areas I want to grow in for the next maybe 3 to 5 years. Which of course required me to define, like, what the hell do I want to do for the next 3 to 5 years? Where do I want to be? How big do I want to grow? Do I want to grow to millionaire status and beyond? Do I just want to grow to upper 6 figures? Or do I just want to stay comfortably where I am, which I don't think I do anymore. I do want some growth. It's time for some growth. But the question is, how big do I want to grow? And then defining a path forward toward that. So I think that I can do that through a combination of the right clients, a little bit of copywriting, a little bit of coaching, a little bit of courses, and then one little business over on the side. Of course, this is forgetting all of my other passive income systems that are in the background earning money already. Those are still going to be there, except for Udemy. And then this one little business over here. I'm using my pinky because it's just a little idea right now that I don't really have that much time for, but once I get a little bit time freed up, it's going to be a really big passive income system, mostly semi-passive income system. So we'll talk about that later on. If you have any questions for me, drop them in a comment down below. I think the next video I'm going to make is about whether or not Upwork is still worth it. Having seen what I've seen over the past couple of weeks of applying to gigs, do I think that Upwork is still worth it in 2021? We will answer that question in the next video, and that'll come out in just a few days. So be thinking about that. That's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.